I think that's where it started to like manifest into a block. Yeah. That's it right there. What's up, everybody? My name is Frankie and welcome to my beautiful Merkaba. We back again. Almost 2 weeks since I put out a video because I've been working and I just been honestly not feeling like putting out a video because I've been just going through a weird ass I don't know, experience these past 2 weeks. So I really didn't feel like, I guess, in alignment to make a video, because when I make a video I want to be in the most like calm state, I guess. Like I want to be censored, I want to be like centered, I guess. So yeah, that's why I haven't put out another video in a while. You know, I was expecting from me to put out videos during break, because I'm on break right now, winter break, but I just been working. Like, just because I got this new job that pays good, and that's the kind of like, it's not the topic of the video, but like, y'all seen the title. The title is clearing my money block, right? Or healing my money block. Something about my money block, right? We're gonna talk about it. Money blocks, all of it. We're gonna talk about it in this video. I'm accompanied by my guest stars, Sassy, my wonderful little baby, my fur baby, and Sunny, my wonderful feather baby. Alright, so first of all, let me explain what a money block is. Now, I don't know like what the proper definition or whatever is, but from my understanding, this is what a money block is. Basically a money block. Like, it's not like, you can't really like elaborate much. Like, it's self-explanatory. For me, my money block, how it manifested in my life is through the inability to get money, right? Now, it would be so, let me stop, because it would be so easy for me to get money throughout my, you know, teenage years, but part of me just felt icky with the money. It just like I would accept money like real quick because my dad always spoiled me. I got whatever I wanted, you know. You know, as I got older, he just started giving me money instead of buying me things because, you know. So, you know, I always had money. I always had money on me. I was always able to buy a cart. I was always able to buy an eighth. I never not had money until my dad got really sick and I stopped. Well, I never really asked for money from him. He just gave it to me. But when he, like, you know, I guess started getting sick, I had to start asking because I actually needed it for, like, you know, hygiene shit. And so it's just like I felt bad because I asked my dad for money, and I think that's where it started to like manifest into a block. That's it right there. Because mind you, I'm still a child. I'm 17 years old. I'm still developing. My shadow self is still developing. So I don't really have you know, any like experience to create a money block into my life, because kids don't have to worry about money, right? Kids don't have to worry about money, and it just, money for kids is just not a thing. It's just a thing, but it's like the most misunderstood thing ever for kids. I feel like kids, like, speaking from a kid's perspective, I thought money came out of my dad's ass. So yeah, and it really can if you put your mind to it. It's all about mind. So why a money block may manifest. The number one thing for me, this is just off the top of my head, right? This is not like, you know, the reasons. These are just like off the dome what I what's it called? well, I have gathered, my intel that I have gathered. For me, it's the upbringing and the trauma, because you can get traumatized from money, right? Not having enough of it, not being able to pay the bills, pay the rent, getting kicked out. You know, it's trauma can result from an experience that was a byproduct of not having money. So that's definitely I feel like the main thing is always upbringing / trauma. I feel like that's the main thing. I feel like that's the underlying root. You good? Was I spitting a word? Because I don't understand. What was the need for all of that? Anyways. So yeah, like seriously, like your upbringing, your trauma, your childhood, your inner child is the result. I feel it's mainly it just from the intel that I've gathered, it's the main cause of all your problems. It's your trauma and your obliviousness to the trauma. So, and it's not like it's not our fault, you know. We don't know how to deal with our trauma because we're not taught. If you're not taught to do something, then how do you expect to do it, you know? So yeah, so the second thing that I put is lack mindset, right? I don't have enough, I will never have enough, I'll have enough by this date, you know, I will only be happy when I have this, shit like that. That's lack mindset. Even saying I can't afford it right now, that's lack mindset. I mean, is it? Because you're saying the truth. Like, if you really can't afford it, then you can't afford it. I don't know, because words are very tricky. words are spells, so you gotta be careful about how you speak, how you think, and you gotta be mindful of what you're feeling. So I don't know if that is, you know, I don't know if that makes sense, but when I can't afford something, I just say, oh well, I can't afford it. Like I just it's not meant to be for me right now. That's what I say. It's not meant to be for me right now because I don't have the proper energy to spend on that to receive it, right? Because money is energy. Everything is energy. Money is just another form of energy that you need to make friends with, because at least for now, until we have a revolution and dismantle the entire system. But that's another talk for another video. The third thing that I put is low self-worth. Now, lack mindset and low self-worth, they almost always stem from the upbringing / trauma that you received from the upbringing. So it just go hand in hand. Your self-worth is very important for you to distinguish, for you to detach from any worldly thing. It's very important for you to detach your self-worth from any worldly thing. That's like I feel like that's the most important thing that you need to do if you want to be successful, I guess, in anything. Your worth does not correlate to your work, because at the end of the day, your work is gonna be perceived so differently from many different people, and you have little to no control over that. So why are you tying your self-worth to your creations, to your work? It doesn't make sense. That's your work. That's your creation. That's your work. It's uniquely from you. So it's beautiful. It's authentic. It's real. It does not. Its value can only be determined by you, not by that dollar sign. Now, if you sell your work, if you sell your art, do stuff like that, then you can't depend on that work, on that art, on your creation to, I guess, sustain you financially. you can't depend on one thing to sustain you financially, period. So yeah, that's that. Now I'm gonna talk about my upbringing and how my money block manifested and what I've done to heal and dissolve that block. So my upbringing, I was, like I say many times, I was very spoiled. I was the baby child. Compared to these kids, my nieces and nephews, I was not spoiled. I don't know how that's possible, but shit, it's possible. So yeah. Yeah, I was the baby, so I was very spoiled. Got everything I wanted, and yeah, I didn't really know money was an actual thing until I was like 7. I really thought it was just like a thing, like you always get money. Like I always thought that money was always gonna be there, right? Mainly because we was living on government assistance like all our lives, but yeah, shit, because like shit, it's true. Like I mean, not recently because they took away our EBT. I don't know for fuck why. So that money's not there. Now we actually have to spend money on food, and that's ghetto. So you know what? But that's one thing that I'm realizing is a money block in itself, because you're depending on the government to help you, right? You're depending on the government to supply you with food stamps, SSI, Section 8, whatever government assistance it is assistance from the government. The same government that is actively disempowering you and your kinfolk. It's a lot of psychological fuckery, and you really gotta like really dig deep down into the shit in order to unravel it, honestly. Because like, bro, just think about it. We are so comfortable living off of fucking EBT and SSI that we forget like we're really dependent on the government for a sustainable, I guess, a sustainable living. I guess I don't fucking know what to label that, but to live, basically. That's fucked. That's so fucked, and it's not right. It's not right, and but you know what can we do? We can elevate. We can learn. We can try our hardest to get out of this lack mindset as a collective, as a whole race, bro. Like it's now is the time. Now is the best time to get out of that shit, because it really will not serve you. They're taking away SSI, they're taking away EBT, they're taking away everything. They're taking away everything because they don't have enough money. Now, I don't know why they don't have enough money, because money is not even backed by anything. It has no true value. In the third dimensional sense, it has no true value. I believe it was backed by gold up until the late 70s. I don't know why they stopped backing it by gold. Gold is a universal currency. It's always been used in transactions. It's always had a specific value, and it's valued. It's, you know, it's just very weird to me. You know, it should be very weird to you too. If you don't find it weird, then sis, I don't even know why you want this video, because this whole channel is all about uncovering the weird fuckery of the world we live in. So yeah, I kind of already talked about the way my money block manifested. I honestly, I just wrote down these talking points, you know, just to, you know, have a basic script to go off, but you know, that's not how I roll. But yeah, my money block basically for me manifested out of guilt, out of guilt. I don't know, like it's from my dad. It's from feeling guilty of receiving money from my dad because of, you know, he was sick and everything, and you know, I never really asked until he got really sick. And it's not that I wanted it, it's just that like I kind of like, I mean, I did want it, it's just I did want it. Sometimes I really needed it, like for hygiene and stuff, but sometimes I really wanted it because I wanted to buy some clothes, I wanted to buy some stuff for me, and I just felt so bad. Like I honestly, I stopped buying weed because of that, mainly because of that, of the fact that I couldn't ask my dad for money no more, and it just made me feel like shit, because I kind of felt like I was taking advantage of him, but at the same time I really wasn't, because I wasn't taking advantage of him. I'm just the type of person where I overthink about stupid shit, like, you know, he's sick, so, you know, he shouldn't be giving me money, but he's my dad. You know, fathers are supposed to support their children financially, emotionally, in all aspects. The parent should support the child unconditionally. So, and that's my thing. Like, for me, I don't know why I operate in conditions. I think maybe it has to be my upbringing. What's up, everybody? Future Frankie here. I just need to, like, acknowledge the fact that there's just such heavy shadow work being done in this video, specifically in this clip. Like, this whole clip is just like, I'm feeling like all the feelings I felt during that time, and like just reflecting on everything, and it's just like, it's so heavy for me. Like, I just needed to like take a break and just like process it, you feel me? So I'm still very much like trying to process that whole experience, you know, of feeling guilty for asking my dad for money. Like, it seems so stupid. Like, I could see like how so many people may find that just like, you know, stupid, or like just not really even stupid, just like something that's just like, I don't know, because like everything I said was truth, right? Everything I'm saying is truth, but there's so many different perceptions that you can have on something like this, that it's just, I can't even really like focus or hone in on one perception. I can't do that, bro. I have to just look at the bare truth of it. And that's exactly what I did in this video. So if you get offended, or if you like feel some type of way or something, I don't know what to tell you, because that was the truth of it. I just speak truth. But yeah, trust me, I feel like I said, I still feel the guilt, and sometimes I don't even know if I still feel it, to be honest. It's so much that I need to have patience and compassion on. Yeah, so I hope y'all can have that too. So, bye. So, like, the money block manifested literally fairly freaking recently. Because my dad passed away in September. Like, I got my first job in March, so I completely stopped relying on my dad for any financial support. And yeah, the thing with me is that I think that I don't deserve help. You know, I you know, mentioned many times, I feel like I'm a very extreme person, and for me, the hardest challenge that I have to deal with being in this incarnation is learning how to be in the middle, learning how to be balanced at equilibrium. That shit is probably the most hard. It's probably something that I'm gonna be struggling with most of my life. I hope not, because shit. But yeah. Yeah, I've been going through a lot of transformations this year. My mindset completely changed. All the seeds that I sowed in 2020 really, I reaped them hoes in 2021, for real. Now, all good and bad too, because not every seed is a good seed. You gotta be really careful about everything that you do. Literally every single thing that you do, it's a seed. It's a seed at the end of the day. The way that I've healed and dissolved, because I used to say I used to release, but release is releasing, renewing, whatever you trying to release. It's just, for me, it's better to say heal and dissolve, because English language is psychological fuckery. So Yeah, but if it doesn't feel right for you, you gotta stay. Of course not. The fuck, it's not that deep. I mean, it is that deep, but do whatever you resonate towards. Say, do, feel, whatever. Anyways, so I basically affirmations, meditation, initiation, activate all the Asians, do all the Asians. I feel like what mainly helped me get out of this money block had to be affirmations, journaling, script yo shit. If you trying to manifest a reality, script that bitch, script it to the core, right? Because it probably won't manifest the exact same way. Some parts of it will manifest the exact same way you wrote it. Some parts won't manifest at all. It just, it just is what it is type shit. So have faith. If it's not meant to be, then you will not receive it. Plain simple. If it's not meant to be, then you will not receive it. You need to come to terms with that. You need to grow up and be okay with that. Mainly talking to myself, but yeah. I was just in this like gratitude is the attitude I guess. And that shit coming clutch, bro. Gratitude is the motherfucking attitude. Once you start giving gratitude for every single thing that you have, even the simple luxury of being able to poop effortlessly in a toilet with running water, with toilet paper, with lights on in the bathroom, because at times we have lights on, and shitting in the dark is better than pissing in the dark, but lights preferred. But yeah, it's just like, you just like, once you get like on the second year, I guess, of the fucking spiritual journey, whatever the shit is, you really like start, I mean, shit, for me, because this is my second year, I guess. I woke up in 2020, cause I don't like to really like put a label or put a time frame, because I've always been woke, bro. Like, I deadass came out the womb questioning why the fuck I came out the womb and not the asshole, like, I've just always been that bitch to question everything, to have an interest in the occult, have an interest in like shit that societally should not have an interest in. Like, I'm gonna get looked at funny, I'm gonna get talked about. I always been that hoe. So I don't believe in a spiritual journey start date or end date or mark, but y'all get what I'm trying to put down. Yeah, so this year really just like the first year, 2020, when I actually started getting into like mindfulness and mindful meditation, I kind of was just obsessed with knowledge. I was obsessed with knowing everything, basically. I wanted to know, because I feel like since 8th grade leading up to what was it, like sophomore year, I was just really unhappy. I was depressed. I was always depressed, and I used drugs to escape. I still kind of do, and I just didn't care. Like, I was just at a point where I just felt so defeated that I didn't give a shit about anything. I did not want to learn. I did not want to heal. I didn't even know how to heal. So I just was in a state of, I'm just trying to get through this shit, and hopefully somebody will take me out, because obviously I can't even take myself out. Yeah, so leading up to this year, I was just in a state of, man, I can know so much shit, but it'll only dig me deeper down a rabbit hole that I don't even think I'm ready for. Knowledge is infinite. You cannot, what's that word, bro? You cannot box, I guess. Like, you cannot box the infinite. You can only embody it. You can't encapsulate it. You can't do any of that, bro. The knowledge is ever ending. there's always gonna be something new. There's always going to be something new. So I finally realized that. I think like on my first shroom trip, on my second one, I don't know, one of the shroom trips, I realized that it was it was the first one. The knowledge is infinite, and I can't learn everything. I can't know everything. It's just not possible. There's always gonna be something new. At least I can't know everything in this incarnation, in this body, in this limited existence. I can't know everything. So yeah, I just was doing affirmations. I was doing scripting. I was doing the meditations, codes, the Grabovi healing codes. What else? Codes while meditation. Shout out to my mama Christy. She put everybody onto the codes, but I always knew about the codes, but just the way that she does them, the way that she like explains it, it just makes it more like real and magical and shit. So yeah, I don't do the codes as much as I should. I probably should be doing the codes more, but I just be forgetting and I just be lazy, to be honest. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I did. You can do so much, but what the best thing that you can do for yourself is get into the gratitude is the attitude mindset, and affirm what you want to bring into fruition. What else? That's it. That's like the main things that you could. That's the easiest things, most effortless things that you can do, is affirmations. And once you start to do the affirmations daily, like almost like every hour type shit, then you start to naturally roll into gratitude is the attitude, and you just start manifesting money, bro. It's crazy. It's so fucking crazy, but it's not, because it's just that's just an increment of our power. That's just a fucking increment, and I'm still like trying to process that, because imagine what I can create. Imagine what I can build with so much time that I have left. I can't even fathom. That's why I'm chilling. I'm chilling right now. I'm not trying to rush anything. I'm not trying to learn every, corner and rabbit hole of astrology there is, because astrology is so deep. It is so deep. It's as deep as you can make it, honestly. So yeah, I've chosen to just like, kind of like ease into whatever I feel like I need to do for now. For now, I feel like I need to get my bread up so that I can save up and move out. Because I cannot stay here. And yeah, so I want to talk to y'all about my job. Because my job is just really like I mentioned earlier in the video, like this job has been, not even the job. I told y'all that I've been going through like a weird experience, I guess. It's really having me question my like how true I am to myself. It's really making me question my truth to myself. That's something that I don't think I've ever questioned. Well, not ever, but I can't remember a time that I ever questioned my own truth. Well, yeah, I can. But when it comes to something like money, bro, So, I was on Indeed one night. I was like, Spirit, I need a good paying job. Like, I need the bread, right? First fucking job listing is petitioner for casino expansion, 17 an hour plus bonuses. So my 17-year-old ass looked at that shit and was like, what the fuck? $17 an hour. You know I'm applying. Next day I got the job. And yeah, it's easy as fuck. But the fact that it's like, it's not the fact that it's casinos, it's the fact that I have to pitch, right? I have to pitch something to you for you to, you know, be intrigued and be like, oh, okay, I might, you know, spend, like, you know, take the time out of my day to sign this shit. So one of my main pitches, my go-to pitches, is that it's gonna help fund schools, roads, and hospitals, and everything that's government funded. The revenue from the taxation of the casinos is going to benefit us. The taxation of the casinos are from like private casinos, I think, like run by white people. So that was one of my main concerns. Like, is it taxation of the reservation casinos? Because that's really fucked up. Like, I don't know too much about it, but I know that they don't get taxed. I know that, you know, like, I don't even know that much, to be honest. But yeah, it's just like, it's just like, everything like about government is just so weird to me, because they say they're gonna do this, they say they're gonna do that, but they never fucking do it. So I just don't feel right, because that's basically lying. I'm basically lying to these people, and that's something that I tell people, like, I'm not a liar, I'm not a good liar, I don't ever consciously lie, like, you know, like, I'm not a fucking liar. So getting this job, it's just like, this is what I'm being told to say to these people, so that I can get my 20 signatures a day. But my thing is, like, I don't feel right in here. I don't feel right. It's not like, I don't know for sure, like, they might fucking actually be saying the truth, but they might not be, and I know that they might not be, and they most likely are not. So I'm trying to look for a new job, and it's just ghetto. Like, it's so, this is my third job this year, and I got my first job this year in March. My thing is, like, working is not really for me. Like, working for somebody, working an American job is not really for me at all. Like, I'm sorry, like, capitalism is not, I don't believe capitalism is bad or like, or anything. I just believe that everything has its pros and cons, it's negative and positive. Capitalism is one of those things that needs to be taken into careful moderation and consideration and evaluation, and it has not been any of those things by our leaders. So it has thrown us into a shit show, a pile of shit, not even a shit show, it's just one big pile of shit. And I don't like it, you know. Like, the idea of owning something, I own my camera, that's my camera, this is my phone, cool, that's capitalism. But, like, I don't know, it's just like, what the fuck are we supposed to do, you know? I just don't fuck with any of it, bro. Like, and I've been trying to, you know, nurture my creativity, you know. The thing is, with that, is that your creativity, your divine feminine, all of the energy that you harness within yourself, if it's authentic and true, it will sustain you with whatever you need, financially, emotionally, whatever, it will sustain you. But it's all about how multifaceted you are, because if you ain't get bread from this, you gotta get bread from something else, you know, and you need a backup for that something else. I'm trying, like, my goal is to have 3 sources of income by the time, I don't know, like, I'm 21 or some shit. Yeah, so, shit, maybe earlier. But, yeah, I just, like, I didn't start a YouTube channel for the money. I didn't start doing readings for the money. I just, me and money, we just don't, like, we not there, right? We not here. Me and money, we not here yet. I'm trying to get there. You know, money is over here, but I'm like down here, you know, cause, you know, trauma and shit. So I'm trying to get there, and I have been getting there. I'm pretty sure, like, I am close to there, but I just don't want to, like, receive income in a form that doesn't align with my with me. Just, it doesn't align with me. So yeah, and I'm a very truthful person. Like, I am not one to lie, like I say multiple times. So this job, it's not doing it for me. I can't do it. I literally can't. And it's funny because I got offered a job, another job, while I was doing petitions, and this job pays twice as much, and the job itself is to it's literally giving out flyers to people and telling them not to sign the gambling petition. Oh my god. And I think I'm gonna have to just roll with that for now, because I don't give a fuck about casinos. Like, you could go play, I don't care. But if it pays more and I don't have to lie, I'm fucking game. Because what? Like, I just don't feel comfortable at all in this job, bro. It's just, it's easy, it's flexible, and it's a good job. But it doesn't align with me, so I cannot accept it. I cannot. That's one thing that we gotta get into, is not settling for less. We gotta get into that. We gotta start creating a habit out of that. Stop settling for less when it comes to work, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to anything, bro. Anything. Do not settle for less. Because when you settle for less, you're telling universe, hey, I actually wanted this, but, you know, I'm fine with this because I've never gotten this, and I kind of don't believe that I'll ever get this. You're basically saying that when you accept this. That's what you're saying. I don't believe that I'll ever get this, or just I won't get this today, or when I want it. I won't get it when I want it. Keyword. That's it right there. I won't get it when I want it, so I don't believe I will get it, so I'm going to settle for this because it's what is being presented to me right now, and it's the easiest, right? It's the easiest to accept. It's the easiest to maintain, right? That's like a discipline right there. So yeah, so I don't know, like I was looking at jobs like at a shelter. You know, I would love to work at a shelter, even though it sounds disgusting and annoying and horrible. I love animals, so cause like just look at the baby, the baby is so cute. Oh, the baby, this is so precious. Like, how can you not love this little being? This little being is just so precious. Oh my god, you have a flea? Oh my god, no, it's going into your ear. Oh shit. What the fuck?
A few minutes later.
Oh shit, hell no. God damn it, I lost the fucking flea. Yeah, so yeah, I'm trying, cause like you gotta start somewhere. You know, like the thing with working and manifesting money is that they tell you all these things on social media. They tell you like you can't settle for less. You everything that I'm telling you, but I feel like what they should be telling you too. Why the fuck
are these dogs barking so fucking loud this early in the morning? It is 8 o'clock and it's 9 o'clock and it's 10.
I don't even know what time it is. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, you gotta start somewhere, right? You gotta build up. You gotta start from a solid foundation and build up. Now that solid foundation is going to be your gratitude attitude. That's going to be your foundation. Your foundation is not going to be, you know, your prices on your readings. Your foundation is not going to be how much you get paid now. Your foundation is how much self-worth do you have, and how much value do you know you give to the world? Coming back to the prices, right? Pricing your readings, right? I never really wanted to do, I never wanted to do readings for the money, period, right? It was obviously, of course, an interest, and it was a thought, most definitely, in my mind, because, you know, like, not really, like, at first, like, before I got into it, but, like, you know, when I started giving people readings, people, you know, I was getting, like, good reviews, and, like, you know, resonate, period. It was like, yo, I could actually, like, do something with this. You know, I could get good money from this, because of the simple fact that I love doing it, and I could do it probably, like, I could definitely do it multiple times a day, and, you know, shit. That wasn't the original thought process or plan at all. My thought, I've always been interested in astrology and the fucking oracle cards and the tarot. Like, I've always been interested in that. So at that point, I think it was like December, I was at a point where I was so open to anything, right? Because I was still scared about certain things. It's year 2020. Like, this year, fear is, like, I don't think I have any fear for anything. So yeah, as I was opening up, I was like, shoot, let me get some cards. The first deck that I got was the Modern Witch Tarot. Let me tell y'all, this deck is me, and this deck, this is my girl. The way that Spirit delivers messages, because the tarot is just an extension of you. It's just an extension of your ability to channel. What I'm doing to you now, I can pull up in some cards, right? Because this is channeling, right? Like, me telling you, like, this is me channeling, like, all my trauma, all my experiences. I'm channeling into video form for y'all, so y'all can, you know, take from it, whatever. So yes, it's really beautiful, like, and it really does, like, give me so much joy and love, and just, like, it just raises my vibration. And sometimes I gotta knock down my vibe, you know, because I gotta tap into your energy. So your energy may be lower than mine. So, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, when I get that, you know, damn, like, thank you, you really helped me, like, I really appreciated it, it just brings it back up. It just, like, energy exchange completely achieved, I guess, like, energy transaction. Because, like, the thing with me, with when I started doing readings, is I didn't know how to properly protect myself, right? When I got my first reading done, I was told that I had to wear, you know, a head wrap, or just, like, I just had to, you know, cover my head, because you don't want any of the energy to, you know, seep in, right? Because you're already exposed enough. You know, that's why I wear black when I do readings, and I've gotta have my protection crystals around me, because I don't know you like that. I don't know what type of energy you got fussing up your life. I got energy fussing up my life myself. So shit, you know, no hard feelings, no. Gotcha, bitch. I got the fucking flea. But yeah, y'all know what y'all get where I'm coming from. I know y'all get where I'm coming from, because y'all my soul family. So initially, I priced my readings at a high price, right? I priced, because I was told, like, you know, you wanna, you know, price your readings to what you feel your readings are worth, right? If you feel like your readings are worth $10, then that's $10 material, right? I got $1,000 material, but obviously I can't charge $1,000 for a fucking reading, because that's just, like, I feel like that's ridiculous. You know, like, when it comes to spirit and money, it's all about intention. It's all about intention. Spirit don't give a fuck about money, because money is energy. So it don't feel no type of way about money. It just, I used to think that my spirit didn't align with money, but that was just my inner child. And Spirit wanted me to gain so much money. Spirit wants me, but it's just all up to me, right? It's all up to the conscious physical self. So yeah, I priced my readings at a high price. It was not that high. It was not high at all. And I wasn't getting that many readings, right? I was getting like a couple, maybe like a few at first. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I knocked my readings down a notch, like, and I was getting more readings, but it was not as much as I thought I would be getting because my prices were lowered significantly. So I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Because every reading I give ends with, thank you, this resonated 100%. Good shit. Every reading ended off divinely delightful, but I just wasn't getting consistent clients. Like, I wasn't getting a reading a day. That was my goal. And part of it because I didn't know how to market correctly. I didn't know how to honestly do readings correctly. Because I was reading, like, I started getting into astrology August, July, around there of 2020. Like, I started looking at my rising and my big three, and like I saw my chart and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I was intrigued and I was like,
I want to know what this shit is.
so that's where my journey with astrology started, right off the bat, because I only knew my sun sign, and then I looked at my big three and I was like, oh shit, we got lines and we got other planets. All right, let's fucking get into it. So yeah, for me, astrology was one of those things where I was greatly intrigued by it, so I obsessed over it, and I gained a lot of knowledge and a lot of everything from it. And then it became something that it just, like, astrology right now is not as important for me right now. Like, it just is. I'm not too concerned about what aspects are going on in the skies. Like, of course, like, I know where all the planets are right now and I know what they're doing, but I'm just like, I used to look at the aspects every single day, like, oh my god, okay, Jupiter is trining my natal moon, what does that mean, right? Okay, I would do that every single time, and then I would be like, okay, so I gotta go about my day accordingly to not to ride with the energy and not ride against it. I gotta remember Jupiter is doing this shit with my moon. So, and that shit was just so destructive. That was so motherfucking destructive, because the thing with me is, in the past me was always leaning on someone to find support, right? Because that version of me did not want to live. That version of me was tired of pushing. So that version of me, as a coping mechanism, looked outside of myself through astrology, through esoteric shit, like the Anunnaki giving us their DNA, and that's why we got pineal glands and shit, stupid shit like that. Do you believe that that's you? Of course, like, I'm pretty sure they had something to do with our evolution. Of course they probably did, but some people deadass worship the Anunnaki, and it's very weird. It's very weird because most of them are so adamant about not fucking with Jesus and shit, but y'all just turn Jesus black. Like, it's not, that's literally what it is. And if that works for you, that's fine, but for me, worshiping something outside of myself does not work for me. It does not serve me, and I can't do it. So yeah, like, I was trying to learn as much about astrology as I could, so that I could understand my chart and everything. And I was interested in giving natal chart readings because of what it did for me, right? I wanted to help people, because it's not for the readings, like, giving readings, I never really, like, reached out to people they always reach out to me first. And that's when I got used to people reaching out to me. I was like, okay, like I guess like I'll tell people that I do readings now and shit. So yeah, that's how it went for me. Getting into intuitive readings. That's how it went for me. People saw that I knew astrology, and I could to tell like what the moon is doing, and like I could make sense of why the full moon is a thing and what it means. Like it's just a gift. It's just one of those gifts. Like it naturally is your innate gifts. Like we all have them. You just gotta find them, right? I used to think I had none, and I used to think I was just basic piece of shit, and spiritual awakening and bam. But astrology isn't the center of it's not the center of my life. And it's ironic because I don't want to say like people were pushing that narrative onto me, but they were. People saw that I was good at that, so they encouraged me to do more of it. I truly didn't know what the fuck I was doing, so with that innate gift, with the ability to when it's like a past life shit. I've been done this in multiple past lives, so it's like it comes like a second language to me, right? Is that right? Like did I say that correctly? Yeah, no. So yeah, I've only been studying astrology for 1.5 years, and I started doing readings like not even 6 months into learning astrology. Not even 6 months into learning my big three, I started giving readings. Like, boy, like most people, that for me, even for me, like that shit just sounds ridiculous to me. That's why like I had to have so many ego deaths this year. I took down my scheduling on my website because I wasn't getting consistent readings, and I was paying $15 a month to have the scheduling up. And it's not like I had enough. It's not like I had readings like every single day for me to not be able to keep track of my clients. Like I was just trying to create an image because it was what I was most comfortable with, right? It was what people, known me as, begun to recognize me as. People recognize me as this weird, mystical kid that just, has deep ass story to him, but he don't talk to people because he don't like people. And then bam, spiritual awakening, and as I slowly started externalizing, everything, my whole being, people be like,
oh, okay, like you know astrology, like you do tarot too, like cool, like give me a reading.
I'd be like,
Oh, okay, sure, why not?
I don't see myself as somebody that will do readings forever. I can't. I don't think I will be able, because I seen what it does to some people. Like sometimes you just can't hold any more of that energy, and you get so many clients, and it's just like you raise your prices in order to combat the amount of clients that you get, but they like with Hood Healer, like they still don't give a fuck. Like she got mine, and she just stopped giving readings because she had bigger and better things to do, right? She had new creations to create, to bring into fruition. So yeah, but yeah, I love doing readings, and I probably won't stop for a while. So if you're trying to get a reading, you already know, hit me up on Telegram, on Instagram. Link in the description. Attaching like self-worth to your, I guess, the energy exchange that you get from a spiritual transaction, I guess, like a spiritual service. You cannot attach your self-worth to that. You attach the worth that you feel it deserves, because it is not all of you. It is a part of you that you are extending out to your community, but it is not all of you. It does not define you. That was channeled. I didn't even know like how to process that. That just came straight from my heart. So Ashley, thank you, Spirit. So yeah, like moving forward, I'm trying to gain a sustainable source of income that aligns enough with my being, you know. I'm not trying to work at a fast food restaurant. I'm not, I mean, I work at Walmart, at Home Depot, like that's fine. I can't do food. I can't. I would love to work at a metaphysical shop or an animal shelter or somewhere that has to do with nature, any of those sorts. I just don't want to be a part of this society as much as I don't want to, as much as I don't have to be, if that makes any sense. This video is probably long as hell, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna cut it off here because I done talked about everything I needed to talk about. So I appreciate you guys for listening, staying in this long, because shit, I talk a lot. And yeah, I hope you have the most divine rest of your day, rest of your night, at whatever time you're watching this. I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, love.